There's what, thousands of those things?
Thousands, yes.
Like, come on, dude. Like, be more creative.
It was like a poor man's Dark Empire. I think that's what Skywalker was. And I think because of Rian Johnson, what he did in The Last Jedi, he put it in such a position that it made it almost impossible to recover. Just how Last Jedi ended, how Luke Skywalker threw his lightsaber over his shoulder. I don't think J.J. Abrams really had any choice. And the thing about Star Wars, the Disney Star Wars at least, is that it plays it safe.
Yeah.
It's just nostalgia bait every single time.
Okay.
And when you do like different shows like Andor or Skeleton Crew, not many people like it because people want the nostalgia bait. They want the lightsabers. They want the George Lucas 1977 Star Wars, the original, the lightsabers, all that stuff. The Force, the Jedi, and the Sith. Nobody wants the political Star Wars. And then, in Andor season 2, I heard that there's like a rape scene, and I was like, okay, well.
I mean, they sold me at that part. I'm like, get her. Like, the Empire's coming in there.
The Empire's it's a pretty fucked up thing.
But it's cool because it's really showing how dark the Empire was. Like, if you look at, like, the new Disney stuff's coming out, is kind of really showcasing how dark, even the rebellion was brutal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, for them to come up to power, like, they were dealing with drug dealers. They were dealing with all different kind of like crime families to get money to fund the rebellion. Meanwhile, you have the Empire doing the same thing. They're taking over plans. They're like putting tariffs and shit like that. They're taking out all the money. It's building this up.
Andor's almost kind of Andor 1 and 2, season 1 and 2. It was almost like a kind of like a reflection of our own society.
Yeah,
how it is with Trump and the corruption and the authoritarian and this and that and the deportation of everybody.
It makes you think, like, who is really the villain in this?
Yes, because the rebellion it's like, would you rather have the rebellion to restore the Republic, or would you rather have the Empire? I would rather have the Empire, because the Republic was corrupt. But the only reason why the Republic was corrupt really is because of Palpatine. But if you remove Palpatine from the equation, I'm sure greed and self-interest and all that stuff would have taken over in the Senate anyways. So it doesn't really matter either or. I think both sides, it's just like Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah.
Both sides are corrupt. It don't matter who you vote for. It's the same cycle over and over and over.
Yeah, it's just one is labeled as this,
And that's the thing about George Lucas and Star Wars, and just in his movies in general, because I've done, like, back in school I used to do